Okay, so there's about 5 minutes until our interview, and I'm really excited to be able to ask my questions. It's starting really soon, so we have to kind of be a bit quiet. The other one's about to end, and we have about 30 minutes for an interview, but it's a group interview. There's going to be a few people interviewing at the same time, so I'm just super excited to go ahead and start my interview. Yeah. So what I really like about the character of 2 is she naturally steps up and she naturally becomes the leader of the Raza. And no one questions it based on her gender, which I really love. No one questions it because she's a female. I mean, they question it because she kind of knows what she's doing naturally, and you're like, oh yeah, you obviously did it because you know what you're doing. But no one questions based on the gender. And she's a really great role model because she can go and she knows what she's doing. There's a really great foundation called Gina Davis, and their kind of catchphrase is, if she can see it, she can be it. And little girls can see 2 stepping up and being in control and no one questioning her, and they can think, I can do that too, I can take control and I know what I'm doing. So I just think that's a really great thing about 2.
What is your name?
Presley.
Hi, Presley.
Hello.
It's very nice to meet you. Well said.
Thanks.
Very well said. Here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm glad, yeah, absolutely, it's a great observation. I'm glad you pick up on that, and it seems like you're sharing it too. That's really great.
Thank you.
Yeah, lovely.
So dark matter plays around with the idea that people are naturally good and they naturally do good things, but then certain experiences will turn them bad and make them do bad things and do things that aren't naturally right. So your characters did bad things and they did all sorts of really bad things, but then they got amnesia and they forgot all of those experiences that turned them into bad people. And now they're back to doing good people and trying to do the right thing. But now as they slowly get back some more of their memories, some of them start trying to do bad things again. Do you believe the same thing? Do you think that people are naturally good? And do you take that in consideration when you are acting these characters?
Not everyone.
Well, no. I think that everybody's doing what they feel is right for them in that moment, and whether or not that's good or bad is obviously based on the lens, whoever's looking at that, right? But I think a lot of people, for the most part, I think that's the fun. It's like the greatest exercise in empathy is to get into the shoes of whoever this bad person is or whoever this good person is, and trying to make whatever decision that they're making in that moment be completely rational. This is the right choice to make in this exact moment. And it doesn't matter if I'm good or bad. That's none of my business. Is this what I need to do right now? Because what do I want?
Yeah.
What do I want?
Yeah, but I think that bigger question you're asking about, do you inherently think people are inherently good people? I think there are a lot of people who try to do the right thing, and as you say, as you go along, you get jaded by events in society or people betraying you or different things that happen to you along the way. But no, there are some people that, let's be honest, are born not so good and they do bad things. But generally speaking, yes. I think people will try to do the right thing if it's convenient for some. It's the most
unless they go through stuff that makes them feel like a good thing is different.
Yeah.
Okay, to bring it back to a little bit on the happier side of things, Andrew, do you pick up the script and be like, why are they picking on me again? Why are they killing off the android over and over again?
I get tased a lot. I seem to be able to take anyone down with one fell swoop, but if I'm not looking, I know I get tased a lot. I'm more worried about what I have to say on a weekly basis, as opposed to whether or not I'm going to get tased. Because if I get tased, I just get to lie on the ground and not say anything.
Yeah, she has, as you may notice, she has a mouthful.
My lines are something else.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
We don't envy her.
Yeah. So that's tough. That's probably the hardest part of my job sometimes, is just figuring out how I'm going to memorize the words I don't even know what I'm saying.
My lines are not nearly as difficult to memorize as yours are, but I still don't know what they mean. When Five goes off on her little techie rants, I've got no clue what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
you say it with conviction.
Yeah.
There you go.
I probably shouldn't tell people that I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, just
I feel like it's convincing enough if I don't let them know, but it's out there now. So.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's amazing!
So now I'm here with Jodelle, and she plays 5 on Dark Matter, and I'm really, really excited to get interviewing, so let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, how did you find out about Dark Matter, and what attracted you to the part of 5?
Everything. My agent
sent me an audition, which is how it usually works. You know, I decide if I want to audition or not, and obviously I did. I got the script and just like a breakdown of what happens in the season. Well, not the whole season, the first little bit, just kind of the premise. And I immediately was interested. I mean, I'm a geek. I love sci-fi, and so this is pretty much my ideal show. And I remember reading the script and thinking, this is so cool. I can't wait to watch this. And at that point, it didn't really occur to me that I would actually get the part. And I love Five's quirkiness, especially in the first episode. She has a lot of mystery to her. I mean, she says some really weird and creepy things, and you just kind of don't really know what's going on with her. But yeah, I love Five's weirdness. I really relate to that. Yeah, we're pretty similar.
Yeah, so has this all been really overwhelming? Like once you started the show and you're in it and now there's people lining up to get your autograph and just take a picture with you, has it started being really overwhelming?
I mean, it's been incredible. I love it. I guess it can be overwhelming at times, but you just kind of have to embrace it and enjoy it. I love coming to conventions. It's one of my favorite parts of this because, you know, I get to talk to fans on Twitter and Facebook and stuff, but it's so much different actually meeting everybody in person. And you know, when people come up to you and say, we love the show, we all watch it, it's like, you're our fans and you're real, you're in person, you know, and it's so much different than just getting a tweet or something. So yeah, it's amazing. I mean, this is one of my favorite parts of the show, really, is that we have this huge fan base, and I totally get it because I'm like this about other shows and really about my own show. And I remember when the trailer came out for season 2, I was tweeting and I'm like, guys, I'm fangirling and it's my show, but I'm so excited because this trailer is awesome and I can't wait for everybody to see it.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it was just such a cool show. Like, if you weren't on the show, you would totally be watching.
Oh,
it,
right? Yeah. No, I remember when I got the script and I was just like, this looks awesome. I mean, I love sci-fi shows and especially spaceship shows because there really aren't any like that right now, or not many at least. So we kind of went back to classic sci-fi.
Earlier in the show, when everyone started finding out who they were and that they were criminals, Five had the opportunity to leave and get out because she was in a ship filled with criminals. But she fought to stay with the group. Why do you think she would have done that?
Well, I mean, I can imagine if I was in her position, I probably would have done the same thing. I mean, you wake up with no memory. You literally don't know anybody on the entire, well, not the Earth, you know, in the universe. And you're with this group of people, and they're really all she has. That's her family. She doesn't know if she even has a family out there to look for. And I think she also feels like she can maybe help them stay on the right track, you know. Sure, they're all criminals, but I think she wants to make sure that they all stay together as a family because that's so important to her because she doesn't know where hers is.
Yeah, it's she's definitely like my favorite character. Seeing that little that like comparison between these group of hard encounters, especially like 3 and 5.
Yeah,
it's just like even though he's kind of like, here, have guns, child.
I know, it's great. Yeah. It's like the whole crew is just trying to be parents to 5, and some of them aren't doing a good job.
It's kind of funny because they're all trying to be 5's parents, but 5 is really all their parents.
I know. 5 is the voice of reason a lot of the time. She brings the innocence to the crew that they don't have sometimes.
I've been reading into your social media a lot, and I see that you really like geekery and cosplay. What did it feel like the first time you've seen someone cosplaying 5?
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, I'm usually on the other side of that, you know. I love cosplaying. I know I dress up all the time for work, but I don't get to choose who I dress up as, so I really enjoy, you know, choosing a character and becoming that person, somebody that I really admire, and then to think that somebody likes me enough to work that hard on a cosplay is incredible. I love seeing that. It's seriously one of my favorite things. I mean, the first one was like somebody tagged me in an Instagram picture, and I was like, yes, the first one! And then Anthony's kids, Anthony who plays 3, they actually dressed up as me for a convention, and it made me so happy. Like, you don't understand how happy it makes me. I love cosplay, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I've been like writing a lot, so it seems like it would be kind of the same thing, just seeing one of my characters. Someone cosplaying one of my characters, like, my daughter is real. She's here.
It's the best feeling. It's so great.
Yeah, I would probably, like, if I saw one in person, I would just be like, let me hug you right now.
That's what I feel like. I'm just like, I love you. You're amazing. It's so great.
I really love your art online, and it's just and it's really great. Was it your idea to have 5 drawing and doing some art in the show as well?
Well, it wasn't exactly my idea, but the people who run the show found out that I like making art and that I like drawing, and they decided to make that part of 5. They wanted me to do the drawings, but you know, it's kind of a crazy schedule, so I didn't really end up having time to do that. But yeah, so that was because of me. There's a lot of things about 5 that are, you know, borrowed from me, because we're the same person pretty much.
That would probably be me on a spaceship. If I woke up, I would just start drawing.
Yeah, exactly. I think I would too. And you know, we all kept some of the skills that we had before, even if we don't remember why we have them. So I guess I think 5 probably picked up a piece of paper and was like, I feel like I could draw, and then realized that she could, and just, you know, I would like to hold on to that if I didn't know who I was. I would just draw like crazy if I found out that I could.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sitting down and being able to talk to me for a little bit.
Absolutely. I was so excited for this. Thank you.